welcome back to the channel if you've been watching. We have a small red heeler dog. Come here, small red heeler dog. She's a very sweet red heeler dog. She really likes attention as well. But anyway, that's besides the point. We're back here with our 1966 F250 custom cab non-camper special with a 12-valve Cummins and a git rag. So I wanted to do an overview on how everything goes together on this thing and all the parts I used. So let's get to it. So first thing we got is, oh shit, I fucked up the deal. Okay, there it is. So first thing we got is our battery tray, which is from a place called Winter Fabrication. Check him out. 10 out of 10 battery trays for a Group 31 battery. You should definitely buy one. It's really fucking good. Second off, we got motor mounts from Crips Manufacturing. That is C-R-I-P-S Manufacturing. Cool dude. Very, very helpful. Air intake. This is a K&N air filter, and this is a piece of aluminum pipe from eBay. The rubbers, I don't know where they came from. My dad bought them for my birthday. Couldn't tell you. Bang clamps too. This over pit kit here, this crossover pipe kit, is from Power Driven Diesel. I had to modify it because I have an intercooler type intake, because this truck wasn't intercooled, or the engine was intercooled when it was first in the 1991 Dodge. She's watching me like I'm retarded for making this video. But anyway, you know, that's how she goes. I'm waiting for a spacer from CPP Diesel. And to get this diesel to fit inside of this frame was a fucking son of a bitch. I'm not gonna lie, it was a son of a bitch. Radiator, very simple. Just those straps on the top and then a bottom mount with some rubber nipples. Super, super simple. But up under here, we have a very peculiar arrangement. We can see our oil pan has a huge kick out on it, and we can see a lot of the sump was cut out to accommodate the rear steering, or the behind the crossmember steering on this Ford pickup truck. I also had to cut this crossmember. I know my welds are fucking awful, but we can see we have a big old piece of plate to reinforce it. Very good. And then we have an original Dodge Trans crossmember, which holds the git rag transmission up. And of course, a Dana 60 rear end, because who doesn't love one of those? Also, factory grill guard, for those of you who didn't watch the other video. Overall, pretty simple. So, there's that. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're doing this and you have your oil pan done, everything done, and you're trying to put this in the truck and the cab isn't off the frame, you're gonna have hell. So my best, if you're doing this, strip the truck down to the bare frame. Don't do what I did. Strip the truck down, all right, to nothing, just a frame, and then mount your motor and transmission so that you can figure everything out so much easier. It makes everything just so much simpler, so much easier. It's more worth your time to do it that way. So, on to the next thing. Paint. This is Rust-Oleum Gloss Black Protective Enamel. I think we have a can of it over here. In fact, I think we do. It's what I've used for just damn near everything. Dog approves, for sure. See, even the rear axle's got that shit on there. It's pretty good. Well, I used gloss for the engine and semi-gloss for the inner fenders and stuff, because I didn't want too much gloss, you know. It gets to a point, you know. So, some other non-Cummins related things on this truck is a non-original to the truck fender, which I think I'm going to end up replacing because this one's a little beat up. I bought it for 20 bucks, so. And a hood, a perfect hood. I paid 100 bucks for a perfect hood off of a 61. Man, I got a fucking steal. I drove all the way to Louisiana from, you know, southeast Texas. So it wasn't that far. It was probably like a 3 or 4 hour drive out there, but it was fucking worth 100 bucks for a perfect slick hood. You just don't see them like that. So, some other things here we have on our build is this. Cool Western mirrors from a 72. Cool hubcaps from a 68. I have the other two, don't worry. Now, I'm going to do something funny here and lead you into the next thing of speaking. Look down the filler neck. What do you see? Do you see what I see? Oh, you do. Look at that. There's a weird nipple in there, huh? How odd. I wonder what that's for. Bam! Full stainless steel fuel system, baby. Hell yeah. Way overbuilt for this application. Way too much. Uses swage locked fittings. It is certified overbuilt to the fucking max. And it's all fucking stainless. It is fucking crazy how overbuilt that fucking fuel system is. So I gotta say, I think that's a pretty good fuel system for a budget build. The only reason I got that stainless fuel line, my dad bought a bunch of it for another project, so. And the fittings, same thing. Pretty cool though. Now, for interior, this is basically all original. You see your 5 on the floor, your Git Rag. These Tasmanian Devil floor mats from one of my old Dodge farm truck that I pulled the Cummins out of. I decided to let those live on inside of this cool Ford. Don't worry, it's gonna have rubber floors and everything one day, but right now they're just in there just to see what they'll look like. Pretty simple. As you can see, we also have our clutch pedal all rigged up here. Very nice. It has a clip in there to hold the master cylinder in a little better. Then the accelerator pedal is an original Ford accelerator pedal with the top of a 1991 Dodge accelerator pedal welded to it so that it takes the original 1991 Dodge, what's it called? The fucking throttle cable a little better. Works pretty fucking good, not gonna lie. Actually works perfectly. So overall, pretty simple. So far, pretty simple so far. I run cheapy Traveler oil in my engine because it's a Cummins, you know. Unkillable, unkillable. You know what they say about them things. So it's not just that though. Once the engine's almost mechanically finished, all it needs now really is a drive shaft and that little spacer, and the engine will crank up, and some wiring, of course. But what I have left to do on this project is wiring, body, paint, and interior, if you couldn't fucking tell. Finish up little mechanical shit and track down any mechanical demons. And really, once those big deals are done, we'll have a fully restored 1966 F250 two-wheel drive with a 12 valve, and it'll just be a cool truck, you know, just a good tow truck. And to think about it, in the future, once this truck is done, I won't really have a channel to post this on. Why would I, like, there's y'all listening to me yap about fucking nothing. But I won't really have to post about this truck anymore, so I think I can post more about other projects. I want to get into international tractors, and I want to build a drag car. So once this truck is done, which is the most boring project you'll ever see, I think it's time to move on to greener pastures after this one. Of course, this won't be sold. I'll use it all the time. It's going to be my new daily driver when I finish it. So, in conclusion, that's kind of how I've put things together. Oh, yep. Wait a minute. I forgot. Under here, those coil springs, those are Eaton Detroit spring. I'll show you them. I'll actually give you everyone. So we got the Winter Fab guy. That's the guy that gives you the good battery tray. Here's the spring guy. I don't think I have a sticker for Crips Manufacturing, but the rest of that stuff is all from my dad. You can tell my old man messes with a lot of stuff. But yeah. Make sure that you get out there and you do something cool. It may not be a truck, may not be a car, maybe a tractor, or, you know, something to keep yourself occupied, and something that when you're dead, people will remember you for it. Like, oh, this is my old man's truck. He died because he was being a dumbass one day, but, you know, we got this left of him at least. So get out there. Do something with yourself. Don't let yourself waste away like I have for so many years and just not take on a project, you know. I think that's some corny ass shit, but I'm not gonna lie, it's true. I mean, we got all sorts of, look at all these just extra random parts you get. You get like 6 Cummins valve covers, a bunch of cool emblems and hubcaps, and yes, that is my name. You can find me on Instagram. Yeah. me. You can find me under that name or 1966 F250 Cummins. Just get out there and do something, man. That's all I got to say. And that's a Ford racing cam for a big block, because that's what old man messes with. So that's the way she goes. But overall, thanks for tuning in if you have. The dog sure as hell just got as bored as y'all were. And we'll just see where this takes us, man. And if you have any concerns or questions, or you want better pictures of something, or you want to know how I did something, reach out to me on Instagram. I'll try and get back to you. I'm not a professional. I'm 15 years old. Had a lot of help from my dad and my grandfather, who both were career mechanics for several years. So I'll try to help you to the best of my ability, or get you pictures that you need, or whatever you need. Just reach out to me on Instagram. I'll try and respond. Make sure to state what you're saying, because sometimes it gets scammers on Instagram. You know how that is, you know. But overall, thank you for tuning in. This has been a pretty boring video to make, but I mean, I figured somebody would watch this. Someone, if they're doing the same thing or wanting to do the same thing that I've done here. And y'all have a great day. And me and Dog are gonna go play catch or something. I don't fucking know. Fucking mint, as the zip ties guy would say. Peace out.